We are, we are. We are, we need. We are, we are. We are, we need. We on 20 and 4th and 2. We in the huddle, planning what we about to do. We going up the middle, we gon' get it at least 3. We confident in our play, cause we believe in we. Before we break the huddle, we all we got, we need on 3. And hell yeah on me. 1, 2, 3. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. As we proceed to execute, we feel power that's strong enough to electrocute. We warriors at war, never losing sight of what we fight for. So it's first down, touchdown. Every time we score, we realize more and more. We all we got, we need. We all we got. Each one teach one, each one reach one. If you let one, you got to know you are enough. In everything you touch, you add value. We the one that's gonna fight that good fight when everything wrong. We the one that's gonna fix it right. There's a power invested in you, and there's a power invested in you. And when we come together, we let that power do what it do. Knowing that the power is bigger than me and you, so together we gon' work it and work it and work it. Knowing that the outcome will always be worth it, and we gon' always deserve it. Before we break the hump, we all we got, we need on 3. And hell yeah on me. 1, 2, 3. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. We all we got, we all we need. Hell yeah. I love it, I love it, I love it. Welcome. Welcome to another Thursday. Welcome to another Thursday in the huddle. Welcome. Oh man, we all we got. We all we need. Each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you that one, you got to know that you are enough. Everything you touch add value. To God Almighty, man. Hero training, words to grow on. Brother, I and me too. Welcome to the huddle, man. You already know what time it is, man. God, I feel good tonight, man. It's going to be a powerful show because it's a powerful day, man. You understand what I'm saying, man? Good God. Today is a very special day. Powerful day. March 2nd. 3-2. I got a tattoo. 3-2 tattooed on me. The day that changed my life. They say you got to go through it to get to it. On that day, I walked through the doorways of an experience that would change my life and set me on a journey to be the man I am in this moment, to train with my brothers and sisters who understand the hero spirit. So today, like we do every Thursday, we start off with a hero hymn. And see, the hymn, the hero hymn, is the spirit within me. See, spirit means breath. Spirit means wind. Spirit means to breathe. So my breathing system is called my respiratory system. And as this system works and conjures up the mighty wind within me that comes out of me and travels through my vocal cord and causes a vibration that we know as sound. And that sound enters your ear hole and you feel it just as much as you hear it. That is when we unite in the hero spirit, and the mighty hymn within me comes out and be mighty as it could be. Today's hymn says, this is for the pain, for the pain I done felt, the pain I done dealt, the pain of my people, and the pain in the streets. This is for the pain. Until I saw your face for the first time, my days were dark. But the sight of your face gave me sunshine. For 9 months, I used to talk to you at night. I trade anything in this world, boy, for you to have been all right. I told everybody that you looked like I spit you out. If I had known 2 weeks earlier, I would have told them doctors to get you out. In my heart, you will always be number one. And your memory would live on, not because you're gone, but because you're my son. This is for the pain, for the pain I done felt, and the pain I done dealt, the pain of my people, and the pain in these streets. I say that hymn, and I hope that you feel it more than you hear it. Because the pain within that hymn is a pain that gave me my path and purpose. That pain has driven me and drove me to understand this very particular judo that I kick for my people. Can you feel it? If you can feel it, you understand what it is. Want to give a shout out to my executive producer, who just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator, my beautiful wife, my loving wife, my oh so nurturing wife that rub me when I'm hurt and hold me when I'm weak. Who just happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. I said, baby, what I'm wearing tonight? She said, your light shining bright. All I know is don't wear a t-shirt tonight. I said, all right, baby. So I put on the white, with the 2 buttons on it. This one is for you, baby. Tonight's word is a powerful word, man. Tonight's word is a powerful word. But I'm going to segue into this word because I use this word a lot when I introduce my homegirl. I'm talking about the greatest co-host in any world, the meta world or this here world. See, tonight's word is appreciate. So I want to use this word as I introduce my homegirl. Alexa, I appreciate you.
Wahoo! My day just went from great to absolutely perfect.
See what I'm saying? Do you see how it works? Alexa, I am so thankful for you.
Thanks. You just made me feel more unique than a unicorn.
Alexa, I am grateful of you.
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
She don't want me to do that. She say, appreciate and thankful is enough, Trav. See how she did that. And see, that lets you know right then. She real as hell. She ain't programmed. She say how she feel. And guess what? I appreciate her honesty. See how that works? See, I can appreciate her honesty even when it's in disagreement. Because I know it's her truth. Alexa, what is the meaning of appreciate?
The verb appreciate is usually defined as to be grateful or thankful for. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for appreciate.
To be grateful or thankful for. Alexa, what is the meaning of thankful?
The adjective thankful is usually defined as feeling or expressing gratitude, appreciative.
Feeling or expressing gratitude, appreciative. Alexa, what is the meaning of grateful?
The adjective grateful is usually defined as warmly or deeply appreciative of kindness or benefits received, thankful. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for grateful.
So you see all these little word pools that's associated with appreciation. And everybody wants to be appreciated. Everybody wants to feel appreciated. But when you understand how it works, you realize that great givers make great getters. So the more and more that you understand the art, the sincerity of giving appreciation and being and being grateful and being thankful, to appreciate those that add value to you, the more and more you receive it. So in what ways or who do you show appreciation to? What are your scales of appreciation to those that depend on you and those that you depend on? See, appreciation is a fuel to the soul that creates the bonding essence in a relationship. See, when there's no appreciation in a relationship, there's no essence of bond. So the more and more that the appreciation de-appreciate, the bond separates. I know a lot of good men, they call it the good man curse. They go above and beyond to serve, only to feel underappreciated. Sometimes we call it, man, you done spoiled your family. Your family is spoiled. Your family has taken all the benefits of your work, of your dedication, of your commitment. And they make you feel like they're taking it for granted. They're making you feel like they don't realize the effort and commitment. So you begin to feel unappreciated. And when a man begins to feel unappreciated and his bond begins to loosen, see, ain't nobody above the bullshit. Vampires begin to see the bait. The purity that needs to be appreciated. So they twinkle a little appreciation upon him or her in this here situation when they have given their all through commitment, but they don't have a relationship that's built in appreciation to God. Do you see how this works, man? So I ask you, man, who do you appreciate? And how do you show them that you appreciate them? Alexa, what is the meaning of de-appreciate?
The verb depreciate is usually defined as to reduce the purchasing value of money. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for depreciate.
To reduce the purpose of value of money. I've been around older men my whole life as I've gotten older. And a lot of those older men has passed on. So I have a piece of the elderness in me that young people look up to me as an older or an elder. And I began to understand the stories that they told me in their later years when they have depreciated in value, meaning their strength, their will, their power is on the decline. And so when they was at a point where they was high, they was appreciated. But now as they get older and they depreciate and their value decrease, it drives them crazy to face the reality of, I have de-appreciated. So how do we show the depreciating ones we appreciate them? Not for what they do, but for what they have done. What they have done has cultivated you to give you the value in real time. How do you appreciate them? What does appreciation look like to you when you receive it? I received a message through Facebook Messenger Sunday while I'm at work. Bing! See a message from my brother, Chris K. Dog Mayfield. Said, what's up, Trav? Hey, man, I'm in the city. Just want to show you some appreciation in real time, brother. If it's all right, man. To take you out to dinner or buy you a drink. I want to show you some appreciation for your hero training and what you're doing. Stunned me. Boom. Oh, man. I say, yeah, man. Gave me something to chew on all day. I don't know this brother. But he had something in his heart that felt genuine enough from one hero to another. I've saw him comment, but I never met him personally. He in here tonight. What's up, my brother? A hero in the house. So long story short, me and my brother met up. I didn't know how to deal with this type of appreciation. I come on here every Thursday and I say, each one teach one. Each one reach one. If you are that one, then you are enough. I say it because I mean it. And I mean it when I say it. And my brother from Texas, who in here on business, they felt it when I said it, reached out to a brother in real hero spirit, in real hero honor, in real hero appreciation, and created a real life memory bank deposit. He taught me a lesson on appreciation, and I've been chewing on it and chewing on it and chewing on it, realizing and understanding that I'm worthy of it. That's why I say, man, if you that one, you are enough. I reached one. I know there's others. But that brother taught me and showed me a powerful lesson. Who's courageous? Who's courageous enough on a daily basis to make it a habit to show those that benefit you and add value to you that they are appreciated? Chris K-Dog, I appreciate you, brother. You gave me a jewel that will always decorate my soul in honor. I talked about today 3204, 24 years old. Riding a mountain high. On my own crib. Living a life that most people my age at the time are just beginning to understand. Young man with an old mind, developed mind, cultivated mind. Reaching the height of his dreams, my girlfriend pregnant. On this here day, 19 years ago, I remember leaving work, getting congratulated by my co-workers because I'm going to the doctor, the last doctor's appointment before my son is induced labor. Riding a mountain high. We go there. Say they can't find no heartbeat. Say what? They induced labor. Say how could this be happening? Why could this be happening? I feel so bad for my woman. The same woman that's my executive producer and just so happened to be my wardrobe coordinator. 19 years ago on this here day. Together forever. She gave birth. 8 pounds. 21 inches. I experienced the worst and the best moment split down the middle. That's how I know there's power in the moment. And if you always understand the moment and realize that the truth is nowhere because the truth is now here, if you could just give your attention to the moment, all will be revealed. In that moment, I shared the worst and the best. I saw myself, but there was no light. 24 years old, both of us, devastated. Prior to that weekend, we painted the room, decorated. I mean, we was ready. Left there. Went to the Batesford Road Funeral Home. Started planning the service. They said, y'all got to have a funeral because this is an actual body and baby. 24 years old. I said, I don't want nobody to help me do nothing. This is between me and my woman, and this is something we got to deal with. So let us deal with it. We dealt with it. At the funeral, my Aunt Pearl said, Trav, God don't make mistakes. That time, 24 years old. I didn't know what hero training was. I hadn't came up with the concept. But I did always use around that time the concept of Bruce Leroy. I always saw myself as Bruce Leroy. I always knew I had the glow. I always knew that the glow was rooted in righteousness. The glow was rooted in honor. I always was ready to stand up against the opposition of destruction and deceit. I always was the one that was ready to fight the fight. And at 24 years old, when my aunt said, God don't make mistakes, I was like a Google Earth picture where everything came down from God all the way to me, and something made me ask the question, oh, I deserve this, huh? This ain't no mistake. And from that moment, I began a journey to understand how this thing here work and what's my position in it. Because if I had to feel that, I'm going to understand. And so 19 years later, I stand with you in this here moment to say, I'm a master kicking my goddamn judo in my dojo, and my judo is called hero training. And I'll kick this shit against anything in here on planet goddamn Earth. Because I went through it to get to it. See how that works. So I stand in this here moment. And I kick the hero spell. And I stand in my truth. And the most powerful thing about this moment in this here word, what that truth helped me understand and everything I went through, see, it made me understand that you got to appreciate the pain. Because we talk about every week how it takes two to make a thing go right. It takes positive and negative to create power. We personify that power and call the man positive and call the woman negative because we realize that the woman represents the ground. And we call God a man because we talk about something up high. And we know that the man dropped his water down on the ground from the sky. And the true key of life understands that the true Trinity is the mother, the father, and the child. And anything got a problem with my mama or my woman or my daughter, kick that weak ass judo against this shit here then. And tell me how it works. So it brought me to understand, man, what it is. I kicked this shit 19 years in a journey that they say, man, hey, man, you tell me what God is. Somebody say, so do you, a lady asked me, well, she said, so do you believe in God? I said, I could answer that yes and no. That's determined what you consider God to be. See, I've been on a journey for 19 years to understand what it is to me. See, 19 years ago, I say my days were dark, but the sight of your face gave me sunshine. See, 19 years ago, my son came out stillborn. He was dead. No life. But for 9 months, my wife used to tell me when I walk in from work, he would go crazy and kick all in her stomach when he hear my voice. And for 9 months, I would lay at night and put my head on her stomach and feel every move. So when we talk about how can you believe in something that you ain't never seen, let me tell you, I don't believe in this shit because I live in it. And it took me 19 years to travel this journey to understand this shit I kick. So for 9 months, I had a relationship with a real being. It never made it to this world. I felt this kick. I felt this correspondence. So we are as real as our experiences. You got to go through it to get to it. The things that you go through. See, when you play other bullshit games and don't understand how it works, you begin to miss the whole point of it all. See, the really things that you go through, the things that you consider negative, and the things that you consider the devil because you don't understand how it works. See, that's when you don't have appreciation for the true understanding of it. Because those things that you consider negative are necessary because they ground you and make you ready to receive the goddamn power. See how that works. I remember when I was a teenager, I had a feeling of appreciation the other day based off this, and I'm just using this. I ain't even think about it. We're tied into this. The Spirit just say, here you go. When I was a teenager, I got introduced to the science of boomology. Anybody know me know what I'm talking about. When I was 16, I had a 69 Nova painted green. Kept my bitch clean. To the left I lean. Riding candy paint and chrome. Waiting for Atlanta motherfucker ever put it in a song. I beat the block down. '16, I understand boomology. So in the understanding of boomology, I remember when I had a masterpiece, I say, oh, this gonna be a beast. And every time I went to crank it up, she showed out. Yeah, she wouldn't work. I kept crunching my mind, knowing I was doing it right. I've been trained by boomology masters. I'm hooking up my amps. I know how to do it. It wouldn't go right. I couldn't figure out what I was doing wrong. So I had to put my young ego aside and go to the shop to spend some money. I say, man, please tell me what I'm doing wrong. He said, man, you pushing a lot of power. I said, yeah, it's going to knock. He said, well, let me show you why you keep blowing your amp fuses. He brought me to my trunk. He showed me my ground wire. He said, man, all this power you pushing, man, you got to have an equal amount of ground to harness this power. You got to have an equal amount of ground to harness this power. And anybody understand who's dealing with electricity, anytime you're dealing with the ground, you got the minus sign. Anytime you're dealing with the hot, you got the plus sign. He said you're going to keep blowing fuses because you don't have enough ground. Man, you need a big old ground wire. And he didn't even charge me to help me understand. He just sold me the ground wire. So when you understand how it works, that taught me. When I get some negativity and I get some real pain, when I say this is for the pain, for the pain I done felt, the pain I done dealt, the pain in my peeps, and the pain in my... So at 24 years old, boy, don't you understand how big of a ground wire on 3204. On 3204. Don't you understand how big of a ground wire that was for me and my woman? Don't you realize, man, through understanding, man, on this here day 19 years later, oh, I appreciate that day. Oh, I'm so thankful. Oh, I'm so grateful for that day. Because that day made me become on the journey to be the man I am today. 5 years later in 2009, or 4 years later in 2008, on my birthday, July 2nd. See, we're dealing with another 2. My wife's birthday is 9/2. Mine 7/2. The first ground wire that tied us together, our son, was 3/2. So on 7/2/08, I go to work. I'm 27 years old. I'm supervisor, operation manager over a paper mill. 27 years old. Highest black man ever been in this company in 100 years. I'm running the operation. On my birthday, on the way to make $90,000 a year. In 2008, 27 years old, on my birthday, I come into work. I look back on it to say, oh man, this can't be. I get fired on my birthday. I say, oh man, this can't be. Not me. When I say ain't nobody above the bullshit, I don't say it because I had bullshit on my head that I got to realize and understand that I had to deal with, to climb through and see over it, to know. Shit. Hell no, ain't nobody above the bullshit. I done come through something. So on my birthday, I get fired. July 2nd. Devastated. But I understand it's got to be a ground wire. It's got to be a ground wire. 2 days later, I done had a fucked up birthday, of course. I ain't really feeling like doing nothing. My wife said, what's wrong with you? I had just got married that year. My wife said, what's wrong with you? You ain't looking right. You ain't feeling right. I'm having an internal battle because, man, you more than that job, man. Don't you be sad about no goddamn job. Man, what's wrong with you, man? They want to see you fail. I saw grown men that I had went to war for say, nanny boo-boo. What you gonna do now, young cat? The same men who put me up to be a leader, who was anxious to see me in adversity. This shit fucked me up. July 4th, my wife said, you ain't right. We're going to the hospital. Found out I was a diabetic, high blood pressure. Scared me to death. Literally. I was at the heaviest I ever been in my life. Scared me to death, literally. I said, baby, I'm too real for this shit. Why this happening to me, baby? I'm too real for this shit. I don't deserve this shit, baby. At the same time, the people and the men around me that care enough They telling me, boy, you ain't above the bullshit. This how it work, boy. You one of the ones, boy. You got to get crucified in life, boy. Stand the fuck up, boy. So I came out of that shit, man. I was the heaviest I ever been in my life. I told my wife, baby, we too real for this shit. I got you, baby. I'm stronger than this shit. I'm gonna beat this shit. We lost 60 pounds in 3 months. From 04, 3-2, for 4 years. We tried every day, man, to capture once again what we lost. 4 years later, lose my job. I say, man, the first part of my life, man, I had everything, man. When I got married, man, I was 27 years old, man, with $30,000 in the bank, a homeowner, 2 goddamn luxury cars. I had everything. I was the hottest motherfucker in Charlotte, North Carolina on this here local music thing. And still to this goddamn day, if you want to tell the truth about it, ain't nobody in this city fucking with me then, and ain't nobody fucking with me now. But I had it all, man. But I wanted a family. I wanted to be complete with my woman. So 4 years later, going through adversity, a big old ground wire that's liking to take me out. Oh, man, we exercised. Oh, man, I conquered the beast of the appetite. Oh, man, I didn't eat fried food. Oh, I became this higher self that I couldn't imagine that I could be. But, man, they say a man is only real as his reason. And my reason, man, was to be strong for my woman in the face of adversity. To show her, I don't care what I ain't got, you got me, and I'm a goddamn enough. So I jumped on the treadmill, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and I ran, and we dropped 60 pounds. And as we dropped 60 pounds, and we began to appreciate our dedication, man, to beating the bullshit, she came up pregnant with my son, King. And when we realized, man, that the ground wire has been connected, and now we connecting the positive power to it, and look at what it's creating, man. We begin to work it and work it, and 18 months later, man, we had another one. 19 years later, I embody with my wife and my children completion of God. See how that works. So I said all that to say, man, ain't nobody above the bullshit. And it ain't nobody to determine what gauge your bullshit is in terms of your system, of your movie, of your life. But understand how you gauge your bullshit. Understand how you gauge what can be perceived as negative in your life. Because negative ain't bad. Negative ain't good. Negative is necessary. And when you understand how it works, you appreciate all the things that's necessary for you to grow and be better than you was the day before, the year before. To really go through the journey to get to some real shit. See how that work, man? Do you see how that works? The most powerful thing, man, somebody can pay is their attention. The most powerful thing somebody can pay is their attention. See, you pay attention to what you care for. See, when you get a newborn baby requires all your attention. That's why they say, who's caring for this here baby? See, if you're the one caring for this here baby, then you are the one that gives this here attention. So if you're a man or a woman and you're in a family, as a husband, as a wife, or you're a child, and you realize, man, that the goddamn ecosystem of relation, I told you, is appreciation. That's the bond. See, that's the glue that makes it all right. So when you're being cared for, that means someone's giving you their attention. And we all want attention. We all need attention. Show me somebody who say they don't want attention. That's more of a reflection of their inner soul because they feel like they ain't worthy of it. If I'm playing sports, the one who has the ball has the attention of the stadium. So imagine being on the court or the field and you never want the ball. Therefore, you don't feel like you're worthy of the responsibility and the expectations that comes with the attention that's being paid right now in the moment. So I don't want the ball. Well, give me the goddamn ball. And I want to be around everybody else that got the same mentality. Give me the goddamn ball. And any one of us got the ball. If we all paying each other attention, then we always all right, all the time. But if you don't want no attention, yeah, that's cause you don't really feel like you worthy. And I can almost bet you ain't one of the ones. So if you want some attention, and you know you getting attention, you know your woman paying you some attention, you know your woman caring for you, you know your man caring for you, how do you pray appreciation for that? How do you show appreciation? See, when you take the things that you benefit from, and you take the things that even if you don't know, that you're thankful and you're grateful for, when you take those things for granted, you become spoiled. You begin to expect things with nothing in return. You begin to depreciate. And you give out a spirit and a feeling of depreciation. And then when that is lingering depreciation between a relationship, because the obvious has been taken for granted, I ain't even got to say how they go. Just pay attention to somebody you care about, and you'll see how they go. We're going to get out of here, man. We're going to get out of here. And we're going to jam again. We're going to jam one more time. Because, you know what I'm saying, I love you, man. I'm going to drop this song right here Friday, man. This that we all we got, we all we need. You know what I mean? And it's some real shit, man. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother, you know what I'm saying, Derek Hill played the guitars on this. Hey, man, I want to give another shout out to my man, Chris K. Dog Mayfield. You know what I mean, man? Want to tell you, brother, man, like I say, brother, More power to you, man. Want to give a shout out to my cousin Corey Young, man. Corey, man, I love you, brother. I'm looking at my phone. I hope you're still on, man. But I love you, brother. Hey, you're an inspiration, man. I appreciate your positive energy, man. I appreciate everything you do, man, to shed light in the place of darkness, man. Be one of the ones, man. You are one of the ones, man. And I say be it because being becomes the verb, man. The validation, you know what I mean, by my actions, man. So that's what I'm saying, brother. I appreciate you for being one of the ones, man. Me too, always, man. In the huddle, man. Anybody else, man? Hey, I love you, man. Hey, I do this shit because I ain't got nothing else to do but do it. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, I ain't got nothing else to do but do it. So we gonna get out of here on this here goddamn thing. Yeah. It's that real life music, man. It's that hood soul, man. I make this shit for my soul. Man, hey man, we going up the middle, man. Hey man, ain't nobody stopping in this shit, man. Hey, Chris K-Dog Mayfield say, some people ain't never had nobody like him stay at their hotel. When he said that, I knew exactly what he meant, because I know he one of the ones, man. As we proceed to execute, we generate power that's strong enough to electrocute. We warriors at war, never losing sight of what we fight for. So it's first down, touchdown. Every time we score, we realize more and more. Hey, this that hood soul shit, man. You know what I mean, man? Like I say, man, I'm zero training right now, man. But that hood soul, man, some of the greatest shit on planet Earth, man. In everything you touch, you add value. We the ones that fight against the fight. When everything wrong, we the ones that get shit right. There's a power invested in me, and there's a power invested in you. And when we come together, we let the power do what it do. Knowing that the power is bigger than me and you. So together we gon' work it and work it and work it. Knowing that the outcome. I want to give a shout out to my brother Kamari. I love you, big brother. We on three, and hell yeah on me. 1, 2, 3. I want to give a shout out to my big brother Wood. I love you, big brother Wood. I want to give a shout out to my brother Mike, my real brother. I love you, little bro. I want to give a shout out to my brother Javon Clark, man. Hey, that man got the hardest album in the world out right now, man. Y'all check that thing out, man. I want to give a shout out to my brother Mike Shaw. I love you, Mike Shaw. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my brother Bam. Hey, Bam, man. I love you, man. Hey, if I ever had to put the definition of a best friend, I'll put your face up there, my brother. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my brother-in-law, Junior. I love you, Junior. Yeah. I want to give a shout out to my big brother, Gary Crump. Big brother Gary Crump. I love you, man. I want to give a shout out to my big brother, Winston. I love you, man. I want to give a shout out to my Uncle Darryl. I love you, man. Yeah. We out of here, man. Y'all hold me down.